What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunched Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. A question that was asked to me by one of the members of the community, and it was a very good question. It was asked, is 300 pounds too much for Tyson Fury? How would that affect him in the third fight? Will it be an advantage or a disadvantage? Okay. I thank you, first of all, because that's a very good question, and I was thinking about that myself. And I would say this, for one, I don't like it. I don't like the idea of Tyson Fury going to 300 pounds. Now, you could argue that, hey, he was once 400 pounds, so he could easily carry the weight with his frame, but Tyson Fury is a tall, awkward-built guy. He doesn't have, like, an athletic build whatsoever. He's more like a big, tall, bad-built person. Now, did it help him at 270? It did. But at 300, will it affect him? Will it help him anymore? I don't think it will. If anything, it'll make him slower. If you looked at Tyson Fury and you looked at the training, him hitting the bag, and all that, he looks like he is getting slower. He doesn't look like he's getting quicker. Now, maybe a month and a half ago, he looked a little different or whatnot, but he looked a little quicker because I think he was trying to slim down for Joshua, because Joshua gives you too many weapons, too many different dimensions. And I think he felt he needed to be a lot faster with Anthony Joshua, beating him to the punch, outboxing Joshua. But I think now he feels like, hey, well, this is Deontay Wilder. I want to get 300 pounds. But the question is, why would you want to be 300 pounds? That's a big question. And I know this is in a society of people that like to reach. And the reaching factor would be, well, why do you feel you need to be 300? The first thing you think of is, oh, you're trying to get 300 pounds because you're trying to add more punching power on top of that. He said he would like to be 300 pounds. So this is a kind of like an experimental thing. This isn't something that he'd known from jump. It would be different if he's already 300 pounds and he's hitting and punching like that. And then, that's what Javon Sugarhill mentioned in the press conference, that he has this one punch knockout power. So, but he is what he said he has, I think he's like 270-ish. So maybe it's a little less than 30, but still, you have to get to 300 pounds. But I'm thinking, what is with the magic number of 300? I know he's 6'9", he's almost 7 foot tall and all that stuff, but why would you affect something that already works? So that would be the question you would have to ask yourself. And really, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, hey, you do the same thing you've been doing. That was the problem with Wilder. Wilder was like 220, and I think he felt he needed to be bigger to fight guys like Dominic Breazeale, because Breazeale was a big guy too. He was also the same height as Tyson Fury, like 6'9", and he felt that, hey, I need to put on a little muscle mass so I can be able to handle these guys. But that was his foil, because he didn't need any of that. He didn't need the extra 10 pounds. In fact, it hurt him. So the ironic thing about this whole, let me gain weight, is not really trying to do something new. It's trying to revert back to what worked. And what worked is what he did with Deontay Wilder in the second fight. What worked with Deontay Wilder is when he was 220, 218. He knocked out Ortiz when he was 209. I know he had the flu or something like that, but he still was effective, and he still had his speed. He was able to move in the late rounds with Ortiz versus 230. I don't think he could have done that. So maybe and hopefully he's able to shrink down, but I'm not sure. That's another video. But as far as Tyson Fury goes, 300 pounds, I don't see the relevance of gaining more weight. The only thing weight does is slow you down, especially when it's not muscle. Not saying it's all fat, but I don't think it's muscle. Then muscle, taking a look at Anthony Joshua, that's not a good thing if you're a boxer. It'd be different if you're wrestling or you're doing some kind of sumo that'll help you, pin someone down or submit someone. This is not any of that. This is boxing. You need to be light as possible. You need to be in boxing shape. And if you were 270, I think that was his sweet spot, because he looked the best that he ever looked with what the game plan was at the time. And the game plan was to fight somebody that comes forward and only can fight forward. and that's Deontay Wilder. So again, I don't like the 300 pounds. No, I don't think that he should gain any other weight or any extra weight. I think he should stay the same wherever he's at. And then if he wasn't at 270, I think he needs to get back down to 270 if he's 280. Because, you see the Magic shaking Jello hams in the back, right? I don't know how much those are. They might be 15 pounds a piece, one on each side. So I don't know how much he weighs right now, but just getting up to 300 because, hey, I want to run you over. That's the strategy. That tells me also this. That tells me Tyson Fury intends to doing some more headlocking, some more grabbing, some more wrestling, some more grappling, some more, in-house, roughhouse tactics to Wilder, tire him out. Anything, if you ever been in the ring, hey, tire your opponent out. When you grasp, don't always mean you're hurt. It's a strategy. And I think that's what Fury was doing. If you look at that second fight, you see Fury. He puts his body weight on Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder had 10 extra pounds on top of him. So he was trying to figure out, well, why are my legs shaking like Bambi? Because you got a guy that's 270 pounds on you. So I think what Tyson Fury's mindset is, hey, if I'm 300 pounds and I do the same thing I did with this guy, I can get him out earlier because I'm going to put that weight on him. I'm going to pressure him. I'm going to beat him to the punch. When I beat him to the punch, I'm going to wrap him up like Floyd Mayweather did Manny Pacquiao. I'm going to do those things too, Deontay Wilder. And then on top of that, he's going to be tired because I'm going to tire him out that much quicker with that much weight. That would be the only reason I could see him getting 300 pounds, logically. But do I think he needs it? No. But of course, I'm not Tyson Fury. So I hope I answered the question about Tyson Fury and his sudden desire to gain weight. You guys tell me what you think of Tyson Fury going up to 300 pounds. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.